So a smoke move from Dubu as well as Febby.
Oh, this would
They're coming down to bottom lane. But at the same time as Universe TPs to go for the Darkseer, he backs himself outside of the Sprout, and with the Surge, he's back towards the Tier 1 tower. With the Fairy Fire, he'll actually survive, and the support is rotated in. Can they find enough damage onto Fear? Maybe with the Paralyzing Cast, they can have a crack over at Arteezy. It's the extra Iron Shell being thrown out, but okay, yep, they do actually kill off Drow Ranger and MP. What a time to rotate on that Invoker. But he'll probably want to be using that for the Ghost Walk. Now, EMP Tornado. Who do you really catch? It's going to be Universe. The Shards lock him in nicely. The follow-up Snowball. And the jump in from QO. Caught Fear on the back lines. Familiar's making this a little bit harder for him. He's inside the Shadow Dance with the Gust back. QO needs to get himself out of this one. It's a 1-for-1 trade-off so far with a profit for the Tuskar. But with the extra help of Samael, he just wipes through.
Be an issue for MVP just when you go for the fight like this.
Rev.
Okay,
Went for a double, and then the Fissure, the Familiars, again, perfectly positioned here by Fear. PPD's on the chase after MP, but as the Prophet TP forward from Universe, he's got Sprout available just to ensure that Invoker does not run away. They'll have to see. Here comes that Sigil. It's going to scan out what EG is attempting to do, and that's kill off Roshan. Now, he's pretty damn low already. They need to get themselves in there. QO blinks himself forward, chasing up after Arteezy. The Fidget trying to create some space with the Shadow Dance. QO can keep fighting, but the Witch Doctor Death Ward doesn't really do enough. Now for Rev with a great zoning wall. EG will have a hard time fighting here inside the river, but then again, they're still underneath that ulti of Samael. They need to kill him off, and they've done so. Arteezy also very, very low on life. He was locked in by Universe's own Sprout. It looked like he was actually isolating out the Tuskar at the same time. That a perfect Fissure. These Familiars, they have to be picked off because Dubu's died to him too quickly, and Fear just re-summons the Echo Slam, helping with the extra damage. It's still a 2-for-2 trade-off. MP versus Universe, but Universe currently with a better advantage ground. He'll have his Sprout up in 1 second time. Can he actually lock MP in? He's a little bit too far away with a call snap, but MP turn. It means he now comes in range with the Familiars following. The perfect drop down. Does Kuro get it too? Yes, he will. It's almost like
immediately going to go for the wraparound.
Did he actually? It feels like he just baited them in by showing that he went in, and now Death Prophet, Exorcism's going to trigger. It's off cooldown again, but MVP, they've managed to basically loop themselves around the back. PPD is the isolated one, but in comes Kuro once again. Roshan solo is almost dead. The EMP in a really great position. PPD is going to be out of mana, and the Death Ward from Dubu in a great position. It'll be almost a full duration out for him, hitting everyone from EG, but it's still a 1-for-1 trade-off. And Dubu needs to get himself away from Samael. Very difficult to do. His Paralyzing Cast will come back off cooldown now, but if he turns for this one, yeah, he was dead anyway. He'll create space for the rest of his team.
I think that's the play.
18 seconds, that Exorcism is back up again. The Tier 2 tower is not dying fast enough, so they are already TPing themselves back. MVP. EMP Tornado, just going to be the Tornado for now. Chips down low of the wave. Fabi's still got his shards available too, and they'll take care of most of the rest of the wave that's there.
Yeah, without the glyph available, this makes it really hard for MVP to hold.
Well, there's the Exorcism QO. He's straight in again for Rev. Getting stunned up, gusted as well. The EMP will burn Drow Ranger dry. Remember, you've still got the Aegis Immortal on Arteezy. And they start hitting into the base. The double vac wall does nice. QO again. He really wants that Drow Ranger with the Shadow Dance. It's not going to be enough. The Familiar drop downs. Two of them are able to connect, and then PPD with that Fissure. Able to find him too, but Samael not in the greatest position of all, but the Tuskar, I don't think he really wanted to willingly snowball himself into this one, but Febby way too deep. EG just backed up when they saw the snowball coming, and now they can just reinsert into the top lane. And EMP Tornado, MP is really stalling this game up as much as he possibly can. QO again potentially caught out. Spirit Siphon and Silence. He can't just pounce himself away. The Vac and now Paralyzing Cask means Samael is in a little bit too deep himself, and then just keeps bouncing onto him. EG having a hard time getting out of this one. QO forward and then bounces back, but PPD in with the Echo Slam. He needs more follow-up damage. In the end of the day, it looked good, it looked flashy, but it achieved very, very little.
And they go for the smoke because they know they're in the jungle.
Well, they're going to find someone. It's going to be Dubu. The Familiar smoke breaks first. He kites himself around the top of the tree line, so they don't perfectly get the initiation off. Now PPD. The Observer Ward is down, so they did see Dubu run to the west side. For Rev, they actually catch Universe out of position. Not with that Sprout, actually pushing QO away. Giving them some room to move. QO wants to go in again, jumping forward with that BKB. This time it's a guaranteed kill over on PPD. He moves to Arteezy as well. There's no leash for another 2 seconds. He's got the pounce up in a moment, and there it is. Jumping on top of Arteezy. Take away that bonus as well as the Aegis Immortal, but the Exorcism is up and doing some serious work here for Samael. You'll have the buyback coming in from the Darkseer. Febby with a snowball. The TP out. He'll have the time. Familiars won't get the stuns off, and QO back into the engagement. You've got the Deafening Blast pushing back Fear in the back into a big wall, catching up 4 players from EG. You've still got Sumail doing too much damage. They'll isolate him on the side. Thanks to that ice wall, actually does absolutely nothing. He's on the back of a haste rune. Finally, they'll send him up into the air and bring him down, and QO wants to find him. The Exorcism was about to wear off, but QO, he finds the kill, but on bottom lane, Universe doing radish kind of things. He's going after the range racks only. They will not get the melee out of this. In fact, it looks like they won't even be able to finish off the range racks. But a big fight for MVP. That Dire Observer ward is allowing QO to know exactly what he is up against. And now, well, he jumps forward. The Yule set to buy a little bit of space, but Sunstrike right on top of PPD. QO again, and he really doesn't care about this BKB timing. He just keeps going, pounces, gets the leash. He found the Drow Ranger. The Gus pushing it back. Shadow Dance will allow QO to just run himself away. And Sumail does not want to chase too far. In fact, now, because you know it, they just want to jump out to reinitiate. Sumail out too far, and Febby's going to help punish him. The snowball forward goes into buying the space, but another back wall from Forev, catching out two.
Really
Fear included. They have to get out here, MVP, because Universe are coming in. And do they have enough protection? Forev's doing everything he possibly can. The Shard's actually pushing QO outside of the Sprout. Now the Death Ward. Dubu will be stopped, but the Paralyzing Cast did so much work. Now Sumail hits the deck. Who's going to go down? Still not Febby. So not hardly anyone for MVP. They're actually surviving. Sumail will also find that kill. They finally bring down the Darkseer. It felt like they had to work so damn hard for that one. Dubu's TP up will be successful as well.
You start to realize why Universe decided to go for the Ags in this game, whereas most Nature's Prophets
MVP. They smoke up as well. They're coming down. The Death is going to be revealed. Febby with the instant punch. Can they get the control? No. PPD with the Echo Slam. Dubu is going to die before this fight even begins. And Universe on the backlines. QO is trapped inside the tree line. He can't get back out again. It's a death pit to the snowball. That'll give him the space to Shadow Dance away to safety. But Febby has to sacrifice himself for the greater good. And yes, QO is able to escape out.
EG kind of focus on this bottom lane, that they're always going to have the advantage in numbers.
This is a nice way for QO to do it. The BKB mean the Gus doesn't push him back. And that is no RTZ for a full minute. Keep your eyes on that bottom lane as well. The Dire Observer from MVP. They knew exactly where PPD in Universe was. He'll go for the Sprout, but he's still perfectly visible. They'll flip him like a pancake. And EG will lose 3 heroes in very quick concession. This time they don't have the Dire Observer ward just sitting on the hillside, but QO, well, they find a target. The pounds will be a little bit off. They're going after Fear. Sumail's been able with that paralyzing cast, isolating these 2 heroes. PPD with a fissure at least keeps Dubu out. He won't be able to find that kill. QO is the first one to spill the blood, and again, this Darkseer back wall causing chaos, and Universe barely escapes. The snowball is still forward, and now the Death Prophet. They will test and see if they can get through him. That bloody Ghost Scepter with a Yule Scepter right behind it. They just can't deal the damage, but QO now he can. A double kill for him, bringing down the big one, bringing down Sumail.
That I feel like they can go for in time.
MP, there it is, as you said. Cold Snap, EMP, shots to fly out, PPD, chance of survival, absolutely none. Slark will actually find that pick off himself. That's now 10 kills for QO. And we have ourselves Malkward contestants right now with 0-8 on Febby, as well as 0-10 over on PPD. That's the base that's in trouble of MVP. They meteorite it, they take care of most of it, but again, another range racks will drop. Only the 3 melee racks remain for MVP. So Hex is disabled, EG's moving over. Roshan is not dying anywhere near fast enough for this. Like he's only down to 3k. But EG, they're stalling up. Like they're smoked up, but they must not be 100% certain what's going on. Roshan still ticking down, now below 1,000. So QO, he'll find this kill. The fact wall catches down 2. PPD looking for Dubu with a 4-star out. QO, he's trying to get rid of PPD with the Echo Sem going off. Dubu's going to find him on the back corner. So PPD, he'll trigger around from the Malediction. Meanwhile, Universe, he's got himself a double kill. They're back in the mid lane as well. These bloody familiars, they're pushing onto the melee racks. MVP has to clean house.
There's almost no chance that either of them go for the buyback, even if the Earthshaker had it.
Even Glyph going down means they can... Oh, hello, QO. I know you like to be, like, big aggression. There's your fortification, and QO, 4-star him out. Wrath of Nature goes through. That's a lot of treants to deal with. The Tornado flies out, and QO...
That's the Hex wasted, too.
And quick pounce out. But EG, they're really just battening down the hatches. The funny thing is, too, Forev's not even there. Forev's back in the middle lane, adding more pressure while QO is just doing this solo. He's like baiting out any kind of ability he possibly can. I wonder if he's even trying to bait out PPD's Echo.
I think what's really happening right now is they're just going for the slow sieges.
Oh, really great catch. They caught Arteezy on the sidelines. Kyo's there. He bounced back in. The Sunstrike again from MP. The perfect position. Kyo just wants the tower. He's still got the Aegis Immortal. Farev caught on the back lines by Fear, but then again, Fear doesn't have enough damage to really kill off Farev. They're force-staffing out here, MVP. The chance to block the ramp. EG, they cannot chase.
Kyo's just going to wait out the silence, look for the re-engages. The Ghosts, once they clear, they're in such a rough position. I think Nature's Prophet.
In he comes. Exorcism still got like another 5 to 10 seconds or so. The Shards again blocking the ramp. EG, they're separated. 2 heroes and 3. The Death Prophet, now the Exorcism, it is gone. It will wear out. There's no more damage from Akuro. Needs that space to try and regenerate himself up away from the rest of EG.
They're gonna go
able to do so, and there's the pounce. They found Arteezy again on the back of the leash. Arteezy will be controlled. There's no Abyssal Blade charge. Remember the Aegis. Immortal Kuro wants to commit with the snowball. They're able to do so. Fear with a fresh resummon. They'll flip him again with that Walrus Punch, and Fear will go down. The Familiars trying to make as much space as possible, but EG, they've lost so many players. But again, Universe threatening the top lane. Who from MVP has to come back and deal this one? It looks like it'll be MP. The Invoker will be the defense man. The buyback comes out from the Visage, but that melee ranks on bottom lane, it will be forfeit. And this is actually 54 minutes in. You've lost so many lanes of racks, but it's the first melee one to drop. Aegis is gone from Kyo. He has to be very defensive now. Get the hell out of there and repair your base. Kyo jumps in. He's actually sending an item out to himself, so he's assuming this siege is going to last a while. He's actually picking up the Monkey King bar, so that Solar Crest of Fear is no longer going to stop Kyo from inflicting damage. He just keeps going and going. Why not when you've got easy regeneration outside the vision of EG? They drop down the meatball over on top of Sumail, and the Echo Slam out from PPD, catching 3. The Snowball is there for a quick protection of PPD. Ghost Center will protect him for the moment. Sumail, he triggers off the Exorcism, but he's already fairly low, and Kyo with a back. They've got him! 2 heroes down. This could be it right now. Again, they're in. The buyback will come out from Sumail. Universe is on the front lines. He's down as well. The Monkey King bar, he'll fly out at the moment for Rev. Well, they're all just backing up again. MVP, they haven't lost anyone. And look at Kyo's regeneration rate. He's ready to go again.
They've got to be so careful, though. Universe does have the buyback available, but MVP, they smell blood. They're immediately going to go for this. With no glyph available, look how quickly Kyo just cuts through that. All it would take is one initiation.
The 3-man back into a huge snowball. Stun! There it is! MVP! They are going to see if they can bring down the Death Prophet as well. MP's there, doing as much damage. Sumail will dodge it. Universe is actually doing a lot of revenge damage into that Darkseer. Dubu, the protection's out, but Forever and Febby have already been lost. Dubu as well. Universe pumping out a crap ton of damage, but Kyo, he's back into the fight, and Universe life is now forfeit, as well as his mid-racks. What can really even be traded off right now? The Death Prophet's alive, but there's no Exorcism. The bottom lane's been held at bay, so is the top lane. He is the ultimate support right now on their PPD. He just goes on Kyo, the BKB. It gets off in time. He initiates. He finds Arteezy. Man, he gets mobbed with a double kill. This could be the game right now. Perez back to the front lines. They need Sumail to do some serious lifting right now, but a back wall again from Farev. Too good. Febby's all over him, and that will be the death of the Death Prophet. Even with the Yules up, he's actually got Ghost Scepter as well. MP taking a lot of damage from this. Universe locked inside this ice wall. Febby back in, and now Kyo also re-engages. It's going to be a team wipe. MVP, they have managed to do it and take game 1 in this grand final against Evil Geniuses. It's a full best of 5, so it's definitely not over yet, Blitz.
I cannot believe that MVP won this game. They were so patient with everything that they did. And this is a completely different team than one that EG destroyed at Shanghai.